Everyone keeps telling us expensive off-roaders are pointless on-road extravagances. Why do you need a monster 4x4 just to do the school run? Well, perhaps this is why. If the world really is melting, but you want to keep your world turning, there are enough off-roaders around to suit all tastes. Although, when it comes to the luxury end of things, Range Rover have had it their own way for quite some time. But all that's changing because manufacturers more used to making executive saloons are turning their attentions to, well, taller versions, executive 4x4s, like this Lexus RX 300, which we tested earlier this year in America and is now on sale in the UK. The 201 horsepower 3-litre V6 is ultra smooth, with noise and vibration damping so good it's hard to tell it's running. It is a touch on the small side, and for £28,950, the whole affair is very car-like indeed. And BMW reckon their X5 is car-like too. Sports car-like. We got to test that in America as well, but it too is here now. The emphasis is very much on performance. Its 286 horsepower V8 launches the 2-ton motor to 62 in just 7.5 seconds, faster than anything else in its class. Prices start at £44,000. All of which rather upsets the boys at Mercedes-Benz, who already had their ML320 and ML430 on the market, and even the more powerful 430 was nearly half a second slower to 62. The M-Class had been outclassed. So Merc decided to go one better and handed it over to their tuning arm AMG, who came up with this, the ML55. The M-Class's roughy-tufty looks get enhanced with aggressive intent. There's a lower front spoiler, power bulges on the bonnet, subtle side skirts, and not-so-subtle 18-inch wheels, all set off by a pair of serious-looking exhausts. Unfortunately, all this fancy styling means you can no longer mount the spare wheel on the back, and there's no room for it underneath. So the massive 18-inch spare has to go in here. And you can't now opt for one of the M-Class's best school run accessories, extra seats in the back. The only distinctive features on the inside are buffalo leather instead of plain old cow, some fancy chrome dials with AMG written on them, bits of wood on the steering wheel and gear lever, and, oh yes, AMG floor mats. Luckily, there are some slightly more serious AMG modifications. This car isn't about aesthetics, it's about performance. They've slotted in the awesome 5.5-litre straight out of the E55 and give the off-roader 347 horsepower, which can propel it to 145 miles an hour on the German autobahns and to 62 in just 6.8 seconds. So it's now the fastest production 4x4 in the world. There's still no manual gearbox option. That's only available on the diesels, which is probably a good thing because automatics are what Mercedes do best, and this unit is a real blinder. You can either sit there and use the kick down to use all that 350 horsepower, or you can very easily slip it into Tiptronic if you're in a sporty mood. The gearbox and running gear are the same as on the rest of the M-Class range. And of course, the one thing the executive off-roader is always going to struggle with is matching the ride qualities of an executive saloon. Whilst this ML55 might be able to beat the BMW in a straight line, it certainly can't match it for handling. And bumps and potholes send shockwaves shuddering through the chassis. But then, hey, it is an off-roader, and some people might actually want to take it off-road. Assuming, of course, they've got through the floods on-road. Mercedes claim that the M-Class is just as good off-road as the Range Rover, and at £50,000, the ML55 is £3,000 cheaper than the 4.6-litre Vogue. So, would I buy an ML55? Well, no, I don't think I would. I'd be happier enough with the ML320, and with the £20,000 I'd saved, I'd get myself a boat and a trailer to tow behind it in case things get any worse.